So this project, my fourth independent project for my junior year, was redoing the first one I did this year, which was my Sweden trip overview video, or I guess my whole summer video, and then like Sweden trip vlogs. My plan was to redo all of that along with some new learning, which was the application motion, and I wanted to do something with cool text, like a cool title, intro, or something like that. My result is that I am about halfway done with the summer overview video, and I got 2 vlogs done, and I made 3 cool text intros, but I messed up. I just need to like go back and change the letter 3, or the number 3, excuse me, to the number 4, but now after I've gotten like it all done, I've realized that all 3 of them are actually for the same vlog, but I didn't realize that everything like that is in it is all on the same day, so I'll need to do more for other days. I used Final Cut Pro, which I've used before, and I feel like I know my way around it pretty well. And the application motion, that was my new learning, and I feel like I could do what I learned very, very easily. Now, it was very easy to learn. What didn't work, my timeline, and I'll explain that to you right now. At first, at the beginning of the year, I wanted to do the same thing, except for the motion stuff, but I only got the summer overview video done. I didn't get any vlogs done that time. And so now I realize that if, in the 4-week time period, which I had for both of these projects, both times, you kind of got to give and take. Like the first time I got one whole thing done, and this time I got some done of both. So it's just kind of give and take, not enough time to do all of it. What did work, everything like technology-wise worked. Again, the new learning, which was motion, was easy to master, but it took quite a bit of time to actually do it. This is my project plan. I stayed on track up until the 3rd week. I watched the tutorial for the motion this first week, but I didn't actually do it until week 4. I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted, and yeah, I'm a very picky editor, so along with being picky, editing, and the timeline, just not having much time, I didn't get everything done. This is the first title intro I did with motion. And as you can see, I just like walk across and it goes. And then I found this clip, which is the same exact thing, but it's better. It's a better clip. So I did the same thing. And my favorite one, which also took the most amount of time, is this one. It's the smoothest, and I worked the hardest on it. So I think it's really good. I'm very proud of that one. Okay, so this is just a screen recording of me actually doing the thing in motion. So first you got to take your draw mask and the layer and put it over your text, and then you have to go up here into your details or whatever, and you have to feather it, do the shape, like if it's linear or not. Then you have to draw your points, and then you zoom in like almost all the way. Depending on how smooth and stuff you want it, and the more complex the shape, the harder it is, more steps you need to do and stuff, and then you do frame by frame, and you see how I'm doing it. I go to the next frame or next little bit, and I just drag all the points until it's coming, until you get done, and then you just kind of click out of it and watch it, and it stays there. Then it just plays like that. Okay. Overview. What did I learn? I learned not to overfill my plate. I probably should have learned that the first time I did this project. And to push hard and to get as much done as possible. During the last week, I came in to Vision Tech after school, and I spent hours throughout that week just to get as much done as I could. And then I spent more time at home. how important was problem solving. Again, I didn't really have any problems. I'm just a picky editor and didn't have enough time. What would I do differently? Okay, so for my first, on my project plan on my first week, I just had getting everything imported and watching the tutorials, which, I mean, it makes sense because 643 videos is what I think I had. That takes a lot of time not only to export onto the desktop, but also into Final Cut. So, yeah, it takes a long time, along with watching the tutorials. Sorry, my phone's ringing, but we just ignore the home phone. Anyways. Okay, so, oh, what would I do differently? Probably just really push to start the vlogs that week, and instead of like saving that for the last week and focusing on my overview between that time. My biggest success was making the title intros because I find it fun. It's kind of relaxing, doesn't take too much like I mean, it takes concentration, but it's not, yeah, anyways. Okay, so that was that, and then I'm going to show you the tutorial that I watched. It's this one. It's a really good tutorial. It explains what I wanted to do very well. It's the only one I had to watch, so go check this out. And then this is the overview that I am about halfway done with, and I'm just redoing this one and tweaking it a little bit. So it's already up there. Couldn't put it on YouTube because of copyright reasons. Yeah, so there's my overview.